TVWAN News is proudly brought to you by
BSP, our bank, our people.
Hello and thanks for joining us. I'm Jemima Sugbat with the news. In this edition, rain on Jowl ends, long dry spell, clans make peace for POM EPC, and Kokofas lose in preliminary finals. St. John Ambulance held a ceremony for the recipients of the Order of St. John Awards graduation ceremony for trainee ambulance officers on Monday, 7th of November at the APEC House. The Governor-General, Grand Chief Subom Dadai, awarded the recipients with the awardees of Order of St. John, the most vulnerable order of the Hospital of St. John of Jerusalem.
The investiture ceremony of the Order of St. John Awards was held simultaneously with the St. John Ambulance Officers' graduation at the Apex House yesterday. Governor-General Grand Chief Sir Bob Dadai presided over the investiture ceremony in the presence of Australia's St. John Chancellor and the Priory Secretary.
I want to conclude by congratulating again recipients of the Order of St. John Awards, commendation awardees, and our graduating ambulance officers. Thank you for your service. We appreciate your courage, determination, and heart to serve humanity.
Sir Bob Dadai appreciated the work of those invested, expressing it in a quote by Abdul Baha.
Service to humanity is service to God. Let the love and light of the kingdom radiate through you until all who look upon you shall be illuminated by its reflection. Be as stars, brilliant and sparkling in the loftiness of the heavenly stations of God.
He added that the distinguished service of dedication and humanity they have brought to the St. John Ambulance has made a positive impact in the organization and the country as a whole. Frida Kana, TVWAN News. Prime Minister James Marape has urged Papua New Guineans not to illegally settle on untitled land in urban centers. He announced a plan to help people acquire land in towns and cities starting in 2023.
The government is working on an exciting program spearheaded by Deputy Prime Minister and Lands Minister John Rosso to properly organize all urban areas so that people with proper titles are living on land legally acquired. Prime Minister James Marape announced this recently, urging people not to illegally settle on untitled land in urban centers. He also appealed to people not to enter into any transactions with so-called traditional landowners in an informal arrangement, as they may be evicted by someone else who claims to be the proper landowner. Marape added that starting in 2023, the government would acquire additional land in towns and cities, which would be properly planned so that working-class Papua New Guineans or running small businesses can purchase the land. The Prime Minister said this is to enable people to own a piece of state land on which they have decent accommodation, which is connected to electricity, water, and other services. Freddie Mo, TVWAN News.
Police have closed down the main Gordon bus stop to prevent people from crowding and to maintain good order following violent clashes over the weekend. Police blocked the main entrance into the Gordon bus stop. As per police instructions, PNV buses will now pick and drop passengers at the nearby Unagi Oval. This amateur footage taken on Saturday night shows the violent clash between two groups at the main Gordon bus stop. The clash continued into Sunday morning. Staff officer with the NCD Central Command, Senior Inspector David Terry, and other police personnel responded to the incident. He said the fight comprised of massive crowds from nearby settlements. Police reinforcement quickly intervened, preventing the fight from escalating further.
We are appealing to the leaders of those communities from 5 Mile, Herima. If you are involved directly or indirectly with this violence here, please talk about people, please stop him from the fight.
On Monday, police closed off access to the main Gordon bus stop to prevent people from crowding and to maintain good order. Constable Aaron Tepra and his team from the Gordon's police station closed off the bus stop. Police will stop and search anyone loitering in the area. Anyone found to be in possession of offensive weapons, drugs, or any contraband will be arrested and charged. When this newsroom visited the bus stop this morning, police barricaded the main entrance into the bus stop. Route 17 buses are now stationed opposite the Gordon's Secondary School, despite calls by police to use the Unagi Oval as the bus stop for the meantime. All PNV buses will now pick and drop passengers at the nearby Unagi Oval. The 8-month-long dry spell on Jowl Island in New Island Province came to an end when rain fell over the weekend. However, the showers on the afternoons of November 5th and 6th lasted for less than 25 minutes each.
Rain fell on New Ireland's Jowl Island on Saturday, November 5th and Sunday, November 6th, lasting for less than 25 minutes each. The island has been suffering the long dry spell for 8 months, with Piliwa Village Planning Committee Chairman Jeremiah Norman outlining that the moderate shower has only provided temporary relief. He has renewed their call to the district and provincial government to assist with relief, stressing that Jowl is literally burnt out. The 5 affected villages of Piliwa, Lapai, Karia, Kalaunapok and Pantegom in Ward 18 of the Tikana LLG have been sourcing sago supply from other wards who are feeling the pinch of the situation too. Norman said the provincial government has to step in, using their higher powers and discretionary funds to address the situation. The drought started in February 2022, drying up the water source of over 3,000 people, withering their food gardens and increasing diseases. Frida Kana, TV1 News.
This is TV1 News. We'll be back with more stories after the break.
With BSP Internet Banking, you can enjoy your banking at home, at work, or wherever you are. BSP Personal Internet Banking allows you to view your accounts and transactions, transfer money, bill pay, schedule future payments, or access your bank statements. Visit your nearest BSP branch to register now. BSP Internet Banking, the smarter way to bank. BSP, our bank, our people.
Whether we're playing sport, exercising for fitness, being active for work or play, just having some fun, or just chilling, there is one name we can count on that we know will keep us going strong. Skell rice. Healthy, nutritious, delicious medium grain rice full of vitamins and minerals. Skell helps us maintain a healthy, active lifestyle so we can enjoy every day.
Skell rice. Skell rice.
Susan, I want something.
And Sunshine Nutri-Strong. And new blue packet Sunshine milk.
Ah, Sunshine got new blue packet milk.
Yes, and good lo walk coffee, tea, na baking scone too. Sunshine Nutri-Strong. And scale lo making Milo or milk belong all picking long drink too.
Nice yeah.
And now Sunshine Nutri-Strong. And we got vitamins and minerals too.
Sunshine Nutri-Strong, the new nutritious milk from Sunshine. Open hands.
Favorite meal for the day does feel good. Snacks noodles is my choice for a simple meal. It is easy to prepare and fast to cook, and with a touch of flavor and ingredients, quality noodles that can be cooked and enjoyed in many different ways. You see, my whole family loves it. It's made here in PNG and comes in different pack sizes. Snacks noodles, tastier but you like it more.
Welcome back. A major impact project on alluvial mining on Bougainville has been launched at Jaba in the mine tailings of the former Panguna mine. Local landowner company Bakiaroro Limited, in partnership with Windale Investment Limited of Australia, was granted an artisanal license for the alluvial mine operations.
Local landowner company Bakiaroro Limited in Buka has partnered with Windale Investment Limited of Australia to do alluvial mine at Jaba in the mine tailings of the former Panguna mine. The partnership was launched recently. The much anticipated event will reboot investor confidence after the Tonolei logging incident in South Bougainville. The project was officially launched by the ABG Vice President and Minister for Economic Development, Patrick Nisira.
One kind time to like line on investors
Windale Operations Manager Daniel Fogati says the license is an excessive 35 million tons, which is a lot of material they will need to go through. He added that the government will benefit from the tax and the landowners will benefit from the spin-offs.
We will work towards other building blocks and help the government towards their independence. Because it's important, if a business is successful, then we can provide the resources through taxes, obviously, to support the government to provide the resources that you need as a country to operate properly.
ABG Minister for Mining Rodney Osioko urged the people to work together with the developer for a win-win solution for all the people. The event was also witnessed by Gibson Obe, Chairman of Beakoro Limited, George Diba, West Asika Limited, Veterans Sam Kauna, Stephen Topesi, Benjamin Komena, Avong Asan, Windale Country Manager, and Julian Javi, Chairman of Karatapo Resources Limited, the mother landowner company. Freddie Mo, TVWAN News.
Malala coconut farmers, some of the leading white copra farmers in Madang province, launched their cooperative society on Saturday, November 5th. The Livestock Development Corporation participated, ensuring it will support the farmers' cooperative with cattle.
The Malala Coconut Farmers Cooperative Society was launched over the weekend. They were presented with a certificate by the Registrar of the PNG Corporate Society, Brian Wathi. Mr. Wathi told the coconut farmers and those who gathered to witness the occasion that it is part of the micro, small and medium enterprises and that the government has put some amount of money for the people to start up their businesses. He said it only costs 25 kina to register a cooperative society. During the launching, Mr. Wathi assisted the cooperative society with 8,000 kina to help the farmers buy what they would need for the white copper project. He encouraged the locals to get organized, even betelnut farmers, to form cooperatives to access government support. Terry Coyne, Managing Director for Livestock Development Corporation, said he is working closely with the Madang Governor to supply cattle to the coconut farms to help with their upkeep. Salome Vincent, TV1 News.
The Pacific Institute of Leadership and Governance signed a Memorandum of Understanding with the PNG National Research Institute today. The aim of the signing of the MOU is to consolidate and strengthen cooperation between the two state entities on how best to serve the people of Papua New Guinea with the use of research and training.
For a long time, the Pacific Institute of Leadership and Governance have intended to partner with the PNG National Research Institute, and today the papers were signed for a Memorandum of Understanding. The MOU is to consolidate and strengthen cooperation between the two state institutions on how best to serve the people of PNG through research and training. CEO for PILAG, Michael Barobe, said that the roles of PNG NRI and PILAG as far as research and training can be used to create change in the mindset of public servants, undertaking training so that they can perform effectively to deliver public services effectively.
Papua New Guinea National Research Institute and the Pacific Institute of Leadership and Governance, believing the extension and strengthening of research and training exchange to be of mutual value to the institutions and for a general benefit of Papua New Guinea. Thereby record the intention to promote research training collaborations between their institutions through this memorandum of understanding, and that's why we're here.
PNG NRI Director Dr. Osborne Sanida expressed satisfaction at the MOU.
The MOU reflects the mutual value of the both institutions. Workplace research that the CEO has mentioned. You have a pool of people that have done research, so we can trace and see how effective. I think one of the things about policy. There's so many policies in this country. The question is, are these policies working?
Under the MOU, the two institutions can also collaborate in joint research partnerships and co-hosting of seminars and workshops to disseminate research through findings through networks of both organizations. Jasmine Nehru, TV1 News.
The Kuboma Border and Kulumata group of Milne Bay province gathered over the weekend to initiate a reconciliation ceremony following the tragic fight that claimed the lives of 24 people on October 24th. The fight lasted over 3 hours over an argument between the coastal and inland villages over a soccer match.
Members of the Eastern Papuan Carnival in Port Moresby came together recently to participate in a ceremony that would hopefully be the start to bring in peace since the tragic incidents that occurred last month over an argument between the coastal and inland villages. Dr. Linus Digimrina, president of EPA and EPC, said the Kuboma Border group residing in Port Moresby took the first step to reconcile.
Up to this point in time, at least, we made a decision to keep off, and thankfully we invoked the cultural protocol of Hatuivsa and Ninabwela and all these exchanges as was witnessed. If you don't clean it up, you will run into problems.
Chairman of the Kuboma Border Group, Simeon Kawataula, said the people of Milne Bay enjoy the EPC at the end of each year. Teams should not play in fear on the field.
We Kuboma Border from Port Moresby, we're here to show our support in agreement for peace and reconciliation, and we do not want to entertain or tolerate anyone or whoever who is trying to instigate problems or injustice, not only here during the EPC period, but also our everyday livelihood in the city.
Chairman of the Kulumata Group, TVWAN, said the ceremony is a process of peace. He has spoken to his people to allow police and the government to restore peace.
This land belongs to the Motu TVWANs. We don't own this land. We are residents here. Please, let's not take this issue here. Let's promote the spirit of EPC, okay? To bring unity among all the middle bases together.
Carol Kiru Jr., TV1 News.
TV1 News continues when we return. Stay with us.
Experience a convenient and smarter way to do your banking with BSB Mobile Banking. You don't have to leave the office or your home to pay for bills. You can view your account balance, transfer funds, top up phone credits, or purchase Easy Pay units wherever you are. Visit your BSB branch today to register now for BSB Mobile Banking. BSB Mobile Banking, the smarter way to bank. BSB, our bank, our people.
Magic tasty rice makes tasty rice.
Making white flour rice is my favorite below family one-time meat tasty belong Maggie tasty rice. Put him 2 pela cup rice long pot, add him water, na 1 pela packet Maggie tasty rice. Mix him good na boil him rice. Make him white pela rice come up tasty one-time Maggie tasty rice. Maggie, the taste PNG loves.
How would you describe your mother?
My mom is beautiful.
She is strong like Superwoman.
I love my mom because she always takes care of me.
My mom, she's so patient and loving. I feel she's always around.
Caring. She works so hard and always wants the best for me.
She's soft like her love.
My mom is everything, and I don't know what I'd do without her.
Softland, fragrance of a mother's love.
When you're spending time with family, when you've got a big day ahead, when you have given it all you've got, when you're putting on a feast, that's when you want the best. That's when you want flame rice. New flame rice. Win him, Olgera.
Welcome back. Gordon Kokofa's epic run in the Money Plus sponsored Port Moresby AFL Premiership Challenge ended on a sad note over the weekend. The Savannah Lizards were narrowly beaten by Concept Koboni by 3 points in the preliminary final at the Courts Oval on Saturday.
Golden Kokofas rose from nowhere, mapping out their route to win all matches in the second half of the season to make the finals. However, the final series began on a do-or-die situation from 6th place to make it all the way to the semi-final on Saturday, only to bow out in a nail-biting 8 goals 4 behind 52 to 8 goals 1 behind 49. The match was evenly contested, with the Lizards taking out an early lead with 3 straight goals to 18 points in the running to the Demons, 1 goal 1 behind 7 at the first break. The Demons fired back in the second quarter and retaliated with 3 straight goals, while the Lizards added 2 goals to maintain a handy lead at half-time, 5 goals no behind 30 to 4 goals 1 behind 25. The Lizards struggled a bit in the third quarter and managed a goal and a behind, while the Demons maintained consistency and booted 2 goals, 2 behinds to overtake the lead by a narrow 2 points, 6 goals, 3 behind 39 to 6 goals, 1 behind 37. The final quarter was anybody's guess as both teams traded 2 goals apiece, but the Demons kicked an extra point to run out the eventual winners, 8 goals, 8 behind 52 to 8 goals, 1 behind 49. The Demons now proceed to take on the minor premiers West Eagles in the grand final this Saturday, while the Lizards prepare for a better season in 2023. The rematch between the University Tigers and Port Power in the A Reserve on Saturday was won by Powers, 4 goals, 9 behinds 33 to 1 goal, 5 behinds 11. The Powers proceeded to the preliminary final against Bismarck Maritime West Eagles on Sunday, but sadly gave the game away to the Eagles in the last quarter to bow out with 39-35 scoreline. Terry Longwood, TV1 Sports.
The Papua New Guinea Santos Orchids have named their side for the 3rd Rugby League World Cup pool match against England this Wednesday, 9th of November, UK time in Leeds. The Orchids came off a strong win against Brazil with a blazing 70-0 stunner.
Papua New Guinea have progressed beyond the group stages of a Women's World Cup for the first time. Orchids centre Belinda Guasamun was player of the match against Brazil in the Group A women's matches. Guasamun, named in the first 13 for the 3rd pool match, scored 4 tries against the Amazonas.
Wonderful individual try!
Wasn't it?
It was through the teamwork. Without my girls, I wouldn't get this. The women of the match. It was through the teamwork that I get it. Yeah, congratulations to the girls for me.
Guasamun recorded breaking 18 tackles on her way to 282 run meters. Up front, Captain Elsie Albert set the tone with a strong 245 meters running performance, which saw her score a try. The Orchids are now preparing for the 3rd pool match this Wednesday, 9 November UK time, against the England Lionesses. The match can be viewed on Thursday, 10 November at 5:30 a.m. PNG time. While they won't be able to progress through to the knockout rounds, Canada will take on Brazil in a bid to secure their first win of the World Cup. The doubleheader will be hosted at Emerald Headingley Stadium in Leeds. The Orchids are set to play either Australia or New Zealand in the quarterfinals, with both the Group B results and the result of PNG versus England up next to dictate the knockout matchups. Salome Vincent, TV1 Sports.
And that ends the news tonight. Remember to apply the following simple measures to prevent transmission of the coronavirus. Regularly wash your hands with soap and water, cough or sneeze into your elbow, and exercise social distancing. If you are feeling sick, please stay at home. You can also call the COVID-19 hotline number for more information or assistance. Pleasant viewing. Bye for now.
The TVWAN News was proudly brought to you by
BSP, our bank, our people.